I partially accepted that answer, however I can't recall a single time where I've blown my nose and missed the tissue so much that my snot sprayed all around me. I also mentioned to him that your nose is not supposed to bleed when you blow it and maybe he should see a professional urgently to see what's up. He refuses, and says it's fine. So the cycle continues. I clean up blood droplets and they reappear around our toilets in a matter of days. When I mention them he gets frustrated and short with me and doesn't want to talk about it. He has doubled down on the it's from blowing my nose thing, but I still can't imagine how that would be possible. Firstly, how could he blow his nose so terribly that it sprays snotty and other goodness in every direction, and secondly, how could his nose bleed every day and him not feel concerned about it? I recently asked him if his nose has always done that. I previously dated somebody with a thin nose lining, and they once got a massive nosebleed from me doing the got your nose thing, so I know it's possible. But he said no, he doesn't think it's been like that always, and then he pressured me to stop the conversation. Also, I would never find blood in our previous house's bathrooms and we lived there for 4 years. I'll add that we have a regular intimate life and I've seen basically every inch of him and there's no sign of any trauma anywhere. I'm sick of cleaning up this red mess, and I'm also repulsed by the idea that he doesn't know how to blow his nose without spraying mucus everywhere. I'm also very concerned for him if he really has new nosebleeds every day, as a friend from high school had this happen, he ignored it and it ended up being cancer in his sinus cavities. Has anyone got any idea what could be going on? Or has anyone blown their nose and sprayed snot and muck all over the bathroom before? Update 1. Here are a few answers to some questions I've been asked. While we do have pets, the blood only shows up in the bathrooms, including the guest ensuite where the pets are not allowed ever. Those rooms are closed off. No blood anywhere where the pets are allowed. Also, I am in control of finances and there is never any money missing. Both our direct deposits go into our joint account. He has a credit card, but the only checking account he has is our joint one. He does have hemorrhoids, but so do I, thanks Crohn's disease, and I've never made a mess anywhere but the toilet. One reason why he wouldn't want to check this out would be because he gets medical anxiety, and this could be why he is defensive. If it's him, he better go see a doctor. Apparently when he goes to the bathroom at night he doesn't turn any lights on so that he doesn't wake me, and when he blows his nose he doesn't see the blood since it's dark. Could this be what is happening? There's always the possibility of drugs being taken, I guess. If he were hiding drugs in our tiny apartment, where should I look? I checked inside the toilets. I pulled apart every drawer. Our ceilings are too high for either of us to reach. This is such a strange situation to be in. Update 2. We solved the case of the bloody bathroom. Now, I know some people may truly believe that my husband is discreetly hiding a drug problem, but this isn't happening. The lack of gaps in our finances, no history of unexplainable personality changes, as well as the fact that I cleaned and searched every inch of our 800 square foot apartment and found nothing suspicious, solidified my conclusion that it wasn't drugs. I am pleased to announce that my husband is just gross. But alas, I found myself searching dark corners of cabinets and furniture crevices for secret drug hiding spots and found nothing. I sat him down for yet another conversation about the blood and he reassured me he was having nighttime nosebleeds and promised that he would turn on the lights from then on to make sure he cleaned it up because I did not deserve the burden of doing so for him. He lived up to his promise, and after that conversation I noticed he was turning the light on when he went to blow his nose at night and the blood drops stopped appearing. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, I was on my phone and came across a video that was titled "Signs You're Using Your Nasal Spray Wrong." The very first sign was new, unrelenting nosebleeds. The metaphorical light bulb over my head illuminated, as I remembered that since we moved to a new part of the state, my husband's allergies have been worse and he started taking a nasal spray to control it. The time of the blood appearing was about a week and a half after he started taking the nasal spray. I know this because he uses my prescription ever since they came out with a pill version that I like better. As soon as he came home I showed him the video I saw, which also demonstrated how to properly use nasal sprays. Turns out you have to tilt it and not shoot it straight up. He took a week off of the spray to reset his sinuses and last week started using it again, the correct way. And holy cow! He stopped snoring. His voice sounds different. His nose stopped whistling. And thank the Lord, he stopped having midnight nosebleeds. No more blood, but also no more paranoia on my part, and he can properly breathe out of his nose for the first time we moved here. You may be wondering why he didn't see a doctor when the nosebleeds started. It's because we are poor and he has medical anxiety. Anyway, problem solved and case closed.